Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are discussing about the one topic, that is the earthquakes. Basically, in this basically we have discussed lots of things, and in this basically we are discussing one topic, that is the topic is utilities. Basically, the utilities which basically the city is basically touched. In this basically we are discussed one utility, that is the electronic vehicles basically. So what actually electronics data do here basically? Electronic vehicles basically, that is created from one of the software company, that is 100% sure. But why they created here? If they are creating this type of product basically, that means they are not normal software company, that is 100% sure. Because to do expense of this many vehicles basically, it's not so easy, and take the permission of the government, you have to give the money to the government. So at least basically minimum expense is basically 30 to 40,000 crore minimum basically, I'm telling. Then basically rest of expense like this, basically lots of expense basically are there. So that company basically might not be normal basically, the software company basically might not be normal company basically, that is 100% sure. So what data basically they are want to access here basically from the environment. So one person told that basically it might be possible that there basically the data pipeline basically might be going in the environment. So how many basically the data are attracting, the how many the energies basically are attracting towards that particular data pipeline. So that might be one of the reason basically. Then he told that basically yes, here might be possible, because we basically can't judge the thing. But for certain level of utility basically they will never create the software this type of utility. So mostly there are some bigger level target basically might be. So this might be one of the target. Then another target might be that they want to judge the current environment basically, what is the environment of the city. According to that the battery basically can be charged. According to the battery can be charged basically, na? If they want to charge the battery, and they are going to charge from the, for example in Vadodara city this many 500 vehicles are there, right, electronic. So they need to charge the battery, na? So they need the power supply. So power supply data basically, when they are going to pass to particular vehicle basically data, that is battery or whatever basically it might be. It might be battery and it might be something else also basically. So that requires some source, na, basically. So power company says that basically that source basically you have to collect here basically. That basically we can't give you the source basically. So they told that basically according to the environment basically, and the environment is not supposed to get effect. According to that basically data we can pass to the power supply. So they told that basically every time basically we are passing some another data basically. That first time basically the requirement was that how many data basically are passing through our data pipeline. Then basically they told that basically how many utilities are basically connecting to us. Then basically they told that basically which kind of environment basically is of the city, that they want to know. Then basically they told that basically the electronic basically vehicle might be basically something totally different basically. Then they basically told that basically this all basically might be the reason basically, the electronic vehicles basically they might have produced. So every time basically they might be supplying the different data basically. The battery basically is having the power supply, right? So battery basically have connected with the set of chips. They have the attraction of data basically, that which data they basically want. So mostly basically that data only, it's basically you can say which data basically are connect and attracting to that particular data pipeline. Mostly basically, and mostly it might be possible that the human needs basically which is creating in the environment basically by the software company basically, they are basically connecting to some another energy or not basically. So that also basically might be the reason basically. So there are basically many reasons basically. You can't say the first one reason basically, but 100% basically the data basically are coming from the power supply, because it might possible, right? The electronic vehicle basically can be tracked by one of the person basically who are basically the engineer basically, or basically some educated person basically track that vehicle and basically opens the each and every vehicle, and basically it might possible that he might search something basically. So why reason this vehicle basically are basically created, so that time basically he will not get anything basically. If he will get basically, that will be the that one data basically, that is battery के inside का data, that is basically the for example currently they have mapped like this basically. The mapping is currently how many data basically are merging with the software company's data pipeline basically. So this many only thing basically they are going to get. So that's why basically this all are basically the secret missions basically, and this never get display basically, and never get disclosed also basically, never get display in front of the world, and never get disclosed also in front of the world basically. So that's very secret mission basically, and secret mission basically always basically can't share with the government also basically. Few government people basically might be knowing because it's a secret mission, so they want to track basically the set of things. So like this basically one of the software companies told that basically the city creation person told that basically he basically want that data basically, otherwise might be possible that due to that secret data basically he might basically get in trouble. So he should get the data basically. So for that he might get the data basically, which basically every time basically the data might be passing different only basically, every week or basically every 2-3 days basically, power engine basically, sorry, the battery or basically some other equipment basically getting charged with the help of the power. So it might possible that it might possible, it is 100% sure basically they are passing 100 different datas, so that basically it can't be tracked basically. But mostly this never get tracked basically, but mostly basically they never pass the data. If anybody wants to decode the power supply data basically, then you should have the knowledge also basically. So that kind of the electronic vehicles basically are created. Even sometimes the electronic engineer also basically can't track it. That type of data basically the power supply company basically pass, because decode data only power company only basically have that, right? Decode data only power company basically have basically. So that basically for that basically you should have the knowledge of power data basically, that is the cities equal to the one example is that text box equal to 1,000 cities. So he should know basically. For example, one computer person basically told that basically text box so dikh raha hai, what is that? In website basically there are text box which is displaying, which all website basically that display. He told that he was basically just a normal person. He told that basically this is just text box here basically. We are just typing the names, address, the first name, last name, this whole thing basically. Yeah. Then basically a few experienced person told that basically yes, yeah, this is text box, but sometime basically I get that the some deep process is there basically. Then the energy company, software company basically person told that basically yeah, it might be possible basically that we are basically having the set of cities basically created, and that city basically might be having some data basically related to text box. Then the satellite group basically person told that basically yes, here basically this text box is created from the 1,000 cities and we are basically passing the data of 1,000 cities. Then only basically the text box is getting loaded here. That's not dangerous. That's very dangerous here basically. So like this basically the secrets basically are there basically, which basically is collected by these electronic vehicles, and that basically with the permission of the government only they do basically, right? Without government permission you can't run any of the single vehicle basically. If anybody tracks the people that this person is having some different vehicle, the environment basically immediately track it, and then basically immediately SMS goes that person, this area basically this vehicles has been tracked. So like these things basically are there. So in next video basically we are going to see little bit more about the utilities and the which oxygen basically cities basically are getting in next video.